Yeah,
like people, I don't understand the craze behind everyone getting mad when someone shoots your body, dude. It's just like I can't talk to you because I'm playing online against you. It's my way of talking shit.
Yeah.
Like I don't get it. Everyone gets so angry and so like butthurt about it. It's
Not
like,
me.
oh, you shoot my body. Those guys are trash, man. It's like, dude, like he's just getting your head. You're getting mad about it. It's working.
I don't like when the team that we're playing in game battles is down 4-1 and shooting my body because they won one
it makes no
round.
sense. At that point, it makes no sense.
I'm just annoyed by it at that point.
Well, it's working on you then. If they're shooting your body,
it works. Yeah, they get in my head. I suck for the rest of the map and I lose.
And then Fwiz tweets about how Hector went 0-6 the next map.
Oh no, it's Hutch. Hutch is the guy that's the antagonist here. All right. That aside, from Envy, you sort of have your little stints up until Ghosts, and then you retire. Right, one of the saddest days in Call of Duty because the smartest man in the room is the smartest man in Call of Duty retires.
I wasn't retiring. I mean, technically, I never officially retired. I never said like, "Oh, I'm done playing." Granted, I kind of knew inside a little bit, but no, because I got dropped early in the year. Like the scum thing happened. I'm sure you remember that.
Yeah,
I'm sure you remember that. So kind of long story short, we played the Philly event Ghost. We had a rough kind of losers semi or something like that. We ended up losing in a kind of tough way, and I didn't have the best of last maps. And then the team kind of talks after and is like, they're talking to Scump. They're like, hey, look, like we have a chance to pick up Scumpy. Would you be willing to coach instead of playing? And at that time, I'm like I'm under a visa with Envy, and it sucked, right? Because I'm still I still want to play, but but I'm kind of looking at the situation like, yeah, I mean, it's fucking Scumpy. Like if you're gonna replace me with anyone in the community that I'm gonna be okay with, this is the guy.
Yeah,
because the guy's gonna help us win. Oh, he's gonna help us win 100%. Yeah. Like you lose some of the leadership in game, but like the skill amount is like we're gonna be dirty. And then I start talking with Hastro and we talk with the team. It's like I'll get percentage of our winnings to make sure that I'm able to sustain and do my thing. And then I'll be helped on the side and I can do more content, right? I can help the team win and whatnot. So we spend 2 weeks of practicing. Everything goes great. I guess you probably spoke to Scump again or his mom or something like that. And he decides to go back.
No, it was all Seth. He saw his viewership like go down and down.
Yeah.
He's like, yo, I gotta come back. I gotta come back.
Yeah, anyways, like everything's going well playing wise, but yeah, I guess that happens, and then he wants to go back, and then we're left with a hole, and then Proof he doesn't want to play with me for whatever reason at the time. And then Goonjar and Merc are left in a situation where like, okay, well, like we gotta pick and choose, like who's gonna be easier to get another teammate with. Long story short, we kind of go through it, and then Proof ends up leaving. Goonjar goes to TK, and then it's me and Merc looking for 2. We pick up Study and Nameless, like, I don't know, 3 weeks before the regional qualifier for champs. We qualify, and then we go all the way to champs. We make the crazy kind of crazy run through the lose bracket, and then we get second at the event. We absolutely get trashed in the finals, and I have a really bad final. And again, the team wants me off like 2 weeks. I guess they're already talking to Parasite at the time, and then 2 weeks later, they're like, like we already had committed to the PAX event, so I played that event, and that's my last competitive event. And then right after that, they say we want you off the team. Like it's either, well, I guess Nameless and Study told Hastro it's either raise off the team, we pick up Parasite, or we go to Optic Nation. I guess you guys were trying to kill her, and someone else was trying to make a team.
That would never happen.
Anyways, yeah, it would have happened. But
that would have never happened. I care about a lot of things, and brand is the #1 thing. So if they don't fit within my plan of what it looks like,
well, there you go. The ultimatum. The ultimatum was a bluff.
Fucking bluffers. I would never let Killa
call the bluff.
Yeah, I would have never let that happen. I would have much rather drop Nation as a whole.
So yeah, so like basically the midst of it happens where the change happens. So I'm like, obviously I'm not happy with it at the time. I'm like, well, this is bullshit. Like Scumpy replaced me, I completely understand. But Parasite replaced me, sorry, bro. Nah, this guy's going from team to team.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. I felt personally that I would help the team more than he did.
Skill wise,
skill wise, I'm sure he's probably better than me. But just from a standpoint of like, we just got second at champs. Like that was a tournament of the year. Like every year, kind of what you were describing earlier. Like mid year was kind of the big tournament, and the rest of the year is kind of like, like whatever. We're kind of prepping for the next event and the next game at that point. We still want to win, but like it's not as important because we made our big chunk of money at that point. So yeah, I didn't like it at all. I tried doing the coach thing, but Parasite was just like impossible to work with on that front. So I just wasn't about it. And then that's when Jay Perrier from Activision and /Treyarch
love Jay.
Oh, I love Jay. Jay's one of the, like when you said earlier for Vaughn for Black Ops, I'm sure Jay has probably equal or more effect on everything that happened because Jay loves esports and he's a great guy and he's always pushed for the community in general. But he comes out and then like he messaged me on through email. He's like, hey dude, like there's a studio that's kind of coming up and that's going to be making Call of Duty games. Would you be interested in coming out and helping them out? And I'm like, well, that's cool.
Yeah.
That was one of the avenues that I saw myself when I was done competing.
Yeah.
At the time, I didn't feel like I was done, but they came in with an attitude of like, hey, look, like just help us ship this game, which was AW at the time. and I spent 4 months there before they ship, and I kind of would deal with visa crap again, but we found a whatever way of doing it. And I moved to the Bay Area for 4 months. They hosted me in an apartment that they paid for, and they paid me whatever amount of money that I made to just help them prep a game. Like I was just, from a professional standpoint, I went through like all the weapons, all the maps. Like I was like giving them tips and tricks on like certain objectives, placements and whatnot. And just making sure, like trying to proof the game from a balancing standpoint as much as I could. And at the same time, like when Michael Condrey at the time was the studio head, like he's the one that mostly wanted me on. Funny story. Him, Dr. Disrespect, and Greg Reisdorf were at Black Ops 2 champs. Yeah. And right before our winners finals match against Farico, they came to the stage and they started talking to us, and they like, hey, like I knew Guy obviously because I played GBs with a Guy on Black Ops 1 or whatever. Yeah. So like, oh shit, that's Guy. Like, it's awesome.
Guy's Dr. Disrespect.
Yeah, Guy's Dr. Disrespect in this case because people don't know that. But Guy Beam, baby, I love that guy.
Guy Beam.